Okay, Bros Knows episode 67. If you did not get a chance to listen to TC and I's last episode 66 was with my good friend TC, and we talked about music. We made a playlist again. So the Bros Knows playlists are when him and I pick a topic and we pick our 10 favorite songs from that topic. So this time, because of Valentine's Day, and because we're both about as single as you could be, we went with the topic of pickup lines from country music. And we picked our 10 favorite each. And there's only one overlap, but then somehow I got mixed up and I had like 15 songs. So there's a playlist of 21 songs out there that you can listen to. You can find them on my Apple Music. You can find them on the podcast too. So check that out. If you haven't already, it's available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. You could tell Alexa to play the Bros Knows podcast and she'll play the most recent episode for you. But thanks for tuning in any way you do. I appreciate it. I find out daily more and more people that listen, and especially certain people, I'm like, oh man, that's super flattering that you take the time to do that you listen. And I'm like, but it's also kind of embarrassing because I say a lot of dumb stuff and I ramble a lot. So if you do listen, thank you. I appreciate it. Check it out on YouTube. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. All those fun things that people tell you to do. I don't know if they work at all, but do that. Setup's a little different today. If you are watching on YouTube, because I'm not downstairs with the fancy camera and everything, I'm just upstairs in my streaming setup because I just did Sean's podcast. I tried to record this one already. I did Sean's, and then now I'm back because of the interruptions. So here we go. It's going to be a quick one today because The Bachelor starts soon and I have the Rose Garden and all of that, yada, yada, yada. But I got today my new prized possession, my new favorite thing. It can fit in my hand right here. And it all comes from my favorite YouTuber. So I've talked about him before on here, Peter McKinnon, just like the ultimate inspiration. So if you're ever feeling like you're stuck or need some creativity or an idea or something to spark your brain a little bit, like get your brain going, turn on a Peter McKinnon video, turn on the Bucket Shot, turn on just a YouTuber, something like that. And I guarantee you'll leave at least a little bit more motivated. If you don't have the inspiration from it, you'll at least leave more motivated. I promise you that. And so today I got this. I got a solid brass pirate coin from Peter McKinnon's collection. And these sell out instantly. There's not very many released. I just dropped that straight onto my phone. There's not very many of them released. And it's super limited, and so you have to get on the website like right at the time that it drops. And I did that. I got through the checkout. Paige got one. We both were super excited, and it shipped same day. We ordered it like last Monday, and it shipped the same day. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is super exciting. And I had to grab the coin. Sorry, I like have to have it in my hands now. And it got here, and I was like, man, I spent quite a bit of money on this coin, but it's something from Peter McKinnon and something that I think that I can just carry with me at times, that it's like, man, this makes me feel good. This gives me creativity. It gives me like a motivation. And so I was like, okay, I'm not really upset that I spent what I did on it. It wasn't like a ton, but it was a good amount of money for a coin if you're not a coin collector, I think. And so it got here today, and in my mailbox, it was just the Peter McKinnon pirate logo sticking out of the mailbox. And I was like, okay, that's a really cool box. I'm glad it's branded like this. I get it inside, and I start ripping it open right away, of course. And I get to the inside, and there's an even cooler pirate box, which I don't know why I don't have it with me, but I don't. But it was an even cooler pirate box with like gold trim and the pirate logo in the middle. And I was like, okay, this is really cool packaging. Of course, Peter McKinnon gave us like this awesome delivery. Why would I expect anything different? And so I opened the box, and inside of it's like a metal circle. I'm like, okay, they spent some serious time protecting this thing, making sure the coin gets here so I can drop it on my phone. And then I realized I'm like trying to like twist it open or pry it open or anything like that, and I can't get it open. I'm like, oh, it's screwed shut. And so I'm like, okay, let me see what kind of screw it is. Let me go grab a screwdriver. I look, and the screws are pirate heads. The screws are little tiny pirate heads that are coated in 24 karat gold. And I'm like, oh, this is different. How am I supposed to get this off? Do I have to like break this open? Is this like part of a challenge? And then I look in the box, and there's like a little tiny screw bit. So I pull that out, and I just try and do it with my hands because I don't want to take the time to go get a screwdriver because I'm the most impatient human being on planet Earth. And so I get it open, and I'm like, okay, this now is the coolest unboxing I've ever done. This is the coolest package experience I've ever had. I've opened some cool boxes. One time I went to Watershed and for some reason became a favorite of the Grizzly Tobacco people. I've never even chewed a day in my life, but they sent me like a huge care package with like all this outdoor equipment, and it came in this big wooden crate. Until this moment, that was my favorite package. But this was my favorite package because it came in the cool pirate box. It came in the parchment paper wrapping. It came with the gold-plated pirate screws that look so cool. And I was like, okay, this is the ultimate experience. And so I get it open and I see the leather coin and I'm like, okay, I made it now. I grab it, I open it up, and it's so much heavier than I thought. It's so much thicker than I thought, and like just high quality. And right then I dropped it on the table too on accident. So I just keep dropping the thing, but I drop it on the table and it makes like this loud clanging noise. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And so instantly I start playing with it and I feel it in my hands, and it really does. It just makes me happy. And we went to Leavenworth and we talked about Kendall and Courtney's dumb crystals that they got. And those crystals have nothing on the energy that like this coin brings you. This coin brings you all the energy you need, and it makes me excited. It makes me happy. And so I've just been in a good mood since I did it, since I opened it. And I'm pumped to see if I carry this in my pocket. Is that weird to do? Can I carry this in my pocket with me on a daily basis and like just fidget with it? Is this a weird thing to fidget with on a daily basis? Is this going to weigh me down? The problem is what I carry already, but I've eliminated a wallet. So now I have 2 phones, keys, a badge, and this. That's doable. That's doable, right? The coin, for those listening at home, the coin is 5 millimeters thick with a solid brass coinage. I don't know what to say there. It's a solid brass coin with one side with the Pete's Pirate Life logo. So it's a pirate, it's a skull with 2 swords going through it. And then the other side is just a very fancy design with some treasure and skulls and ships. And it says wave the flag because that's Peter's saying. And it made me realize when I was opening, I was like, man, Kenny Chesney, my favorite. He's No Shoes Nation. He's pirate stuff. And then now Peter McKinnon, just pirate stuff galore too. So I don't know if I like pirates, but I think I have to because to my favorite artist and my favorite other artist, YouTuber, they both love pirates. So I think I'm just a pirate guy now. I don't know. By default, I think I have to be. I'm just going to start saying arg a lot and stuff like that. But that's it. I just want to share my experience with my coin. Do you have anything collectible? Do you have anything like this that you want to carry regularly, or that people would look at it and be like, I don't understand the point of that. I don't understand why you bought that. Why did you spend money on something like that? But it brings me happy. It makes me happy. At least for the first 2 hours, it's made me happy. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it will continue to. But do you have anything like this? Let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Or if you're listening on the podcast, tweet me at Brandon A. Rose or Instagram me at Brandon A. Rose again. And then also check out the Sean Whitmer podcast today if you're listening on Tuesday, because that's when he releases his. So check it out. Let me know if there's anything you collect that is super cool like this. And check out Peter McKinnon on YouTube. And I'll talk to you soon.